Hey guys, we are in Melbourne. We're about to head out to Tasmania on the Spirit of Tasmania, the ferry, which is overnight, and we start our big through hike tomorrow from the top of Tasmania down to Dover at the bottom. So yeah, come along and enjoy the hike with us. We're quite excited about it, a little bit nervous, but yeah, amping to go. Hey babe.
Hey.
Ready for our trip?
No.
No. Crapping yourself?
Yes.
Heading to the ferry, I'm going to do this thing. Coming up towards Devonport. 7:45 or 20 to 7 in the morning, and our journey begins. Right, so we're in Devonport and we've just started our hike. You can see Hammy's backpack's pretty monstrous and mine's not much better. This is the Mersey River. We're going to have to cross it at some point, and just starting to leave the outskirts of Devonport and head that way to Latrobe. Absolutely loving the scenery here. It reminds me of New Zealand somehow. So we're walking along the main road from Latrobe to Railton, and it's actually very hard going. You can see there's absolutely no verge. It's quite stressful. We have to just watch for traffic continually, step into the bush and watch out for snakes. It's actually not relaxing this first stretch, and the reason for that is because some farmers have a dispute with the Tasmanian Trail and not really wanting walkers to cross their land. So you see what I mean. After today, hopefully tomorrow's walk will be more through the forests and off the main track, and so it'll be a lot better, I think. So it's day 2 and we're heading from Railton to Sheffield. It's about a 23-kilometre hike today, but so much better than yesterday, because as you can see we're on the old rail trail and there are no cars, there are no people. We're in the trees and shade and nature. We're a little bit sore after yesterday, carrying heavy backpacks, but we're good to go. Those are the markers we're following. Yeehaw! Hello. How are you?
Where you going?
Sheffield today, but all the way down to Dover eventually, hopefully.
You're going to Dover? Yeah.
That's the plan.
That'll be a good trip, won't it?
Yeah, fair way. So we've done a little detour of our track to this beautiful little oasis of things. There's a little waterfall down here apparently in the creek, and some caves. So we're in Sheffield now, and it's known as the town of murals, and they've got numerous murals all through the town, just of country life in Tasmania. Good morning world. It is a beautiful day today in Sheffield, and welcome to the land of scary hair, aching bodies, but enthusiasm for the next leg of our trip. Today we're setting out into the Gog Ranges. We have to make a decision about which route to take because of the Mersey River. We're not sure how full it is, so we're kind of just winging it and hoping that we'll be able to cross it. Stopped for a little swim in the river. Well, Hammy did. I just stuck my legs in. Hammy stripped off and did the commando naked
Nudie thing.
nudie in Tasmania thing. It's like a little oasis, and we might even hop in and have a swim. What's that, babe? Oh, there's trout in here.
Yes, that's a little brownie, I think.
Ooh,
Not so little.
can't see him.
Oh, he's about that big. He's gone into the deeper water. Yeah.
Nice. Good morning, Hemingway.
Morning.
This is the view outside of our tent this morning. It's very early, sort of, what's the time, babe? 5:30 or so. And we're in the forest stealth camping. It wasn't too bad. Sleeping on pine needles is not actually that uncomfortable. And the kookaburras have woken us up this morning. Time for coffee. Right, so we've just had a little detour because we got lost. So thankfully to our GPS and our phones, we've got connection and we've managed to find our way back to the track. And now we've done a major climb to this point and we're still going up. So it's heavy going on the legs, but the foliage and stuff is so pretty, and we're in the pine forests and it's gorgeous. And that's why they call them laughing kookaburras. So we've arrived at our little campsite. We're going to camp down there on that field and the river's at the bottom. But yeah, there's a little facility here. Hemi was quite keen to sleep in here and not put the tent up, and there's no way in hell I'm sleeping in there. I'd rather sleep in my tent. So we're in this paddock for camping and we've come up on the Mersey River. This is the river we have to cross tomorrow morning. The one we were worried about being too deep, but it looks okay, I hope. And the trail goes that way. Hopefully it's not too deep. It looks alright, hey? Good morning. Good morning. We are on day 5 of our Tassie Trail hike, and we're about to cross this river. It's only like 7 in the morning, so it's going to be freezing, but yeah, hopefully all will go well. Let's do the damn thing.
Don't pay the ferryman until you get to the other side.
Don't pay the ferryman until you get to the other side. Yeah, that's exactly right. This hill is a killer, but the view is beautiful. Anyway, I'm only halfway up. Got to keep plodding up after Hemi, so hopefully we'll get there. Another poppy farm. Good morning. We are leaving Deloraine in the distance there, and we are heading to Quamby. Very glad we stayed in Deloraine last night. We managed on our campsite right by the river, right near our tent. The platypus came out in the evening, and one swam as close as 2 meters up to us. Coming into Golden Valley. That's pretty neat. Good morning, dog.
Morning.
It's day 7 and we are leaving Quamby Corner Caravan Park, one of the nicest places we've stayed so far. And today we've been walking for 1 week. Can't believe it really. Time has gone so fast. Our bodies are a bit tired and achy. And apparently we've got some fair climbing still to come, but we're just loving the journey. So we're arriving at our next campsite, and this is our view tonight. Just when I thought it couldn't get any more spectacular, it gets more spectacular. So we're camping under the mountains tonight, in the forest, along the river. Absolutely stunning. This is Liffey Reserve, and it's magic. Good morning, everyone. We are on day 8. What are we? Day 8. I'm losing track of time. And we're heading on our way to Bracknell. So we're coming into Liffey. There's the mountains, we've come around it. Good morning. It's day 9 on the Tassie Trail. Good morning, honey.
Hello, love.
So we're heading out today to the bush because there's no town. And We've got to do a fairly steep climb tomorrow up the western tiers. It's supposed to be one of the toughest parts of the track. We don't know what's in store for us. We've been debating which way to go, whether to take the road, but it'll set us back a day because it's a bit longer, or whether just to follow the trail and trust that we'll be able to clamber up the rock faces with our backpacks. So it's going to be interesting the next 2 days, and yeah, a bit adventurous really. Coming to say hi. Hi girls. Just had a farmer stop and tell us about a huge snake he saw crossing the road, warning us where it was. We've passed there now, I'm happy to say. So we've burnt our bridges and made our decision about which route to take. We are en route to climb over these big ass mountains. Good morning, it's day 10. We're at the bottom of Caves track, which is this old stock track. We're going to go up this mountain this morning. So above me are huge sandstone cliffs. They are stunning. And we're so glad that we decided to take this route and not do the road route, because it's been very tough going up this track. You know, some sections way steeper than others. There have been caves, sandstone cliffs, and just beautiful ferns and forest plants. So really glad we came this way. Excuse me huffing and puffing, I'm exhausted, but it's really hard walking on the surface. It's straight uphill, and it's little rocks like this that are loose, and it's actually very hard to keep your balance with the backpack on and to watch where you're stepping without turning your ankles. So we've popped out on the road at last, beginning to think I'd never wish to see a road again. Usually we hate the roads, but this time we were more than happy to find the road again. Anyway, we've got to find somewhere because we are running on empty. We haven't snacked or had brekkie or anything. We did the climb, and now it's definitely time for a snack. So we've arrived at the Great Lake. Absolutely beautiful. So much blue water, which is just stunning. Won't be thirsty here. It's the hydroelectric intake off the Great Lake. That's where we are. We're going to be camping here tonight. So yeah, we've made it another day over the mountain. Hi guys, it's day 11. We've just left the Great Lake and we're heading to Arthur's Lake. Pump House Bay Campground. You self-register and then they come and collect fees later from you. A lot of trust. I think you can get hot showers if you pay for them, which I'm happy to do after sweating all day. This is our little tent cabin tonight. The owner at the campsite suggested we put our tent up under this shelter. So here it is. And amazingly, we have a table and somewhere to sit. The best thing ever. And somewhere to keep all our stuff. So, blimmin' amazing. Good morning. It's super early, like, I don't know, what time is it, Dom?
Just after 5.
Just after 5 in the morning, and the sunrise over the lake is beautiful. We've just left the Pump House Bay campsite, and it's very early in the morning, and we're heading to Miena. Big hike today, over 23 k's, so we're hoping the weather's kind to us. We've just had to register. So this little box, you just fill in where you're going, who you are, etc. It's just so they can keep track of you. Nothing like a big ass hill to start the day. We've had a few already. We've only gone, what, a kilometre? And it's all been uphill. Aussie bushfires, they're brutal actually. Oh, this side as well. Dripped through here. Sad when you see so much damage. This feels like the Meseta of Tasmania. Good morning, it's day 13 and we thought we were on the road to nowhere yesterday. We're flipping on the road to nowhere today. We're heading to Bronte Park ultimately. Our path has been burned out, so we can't go the normal way we would go. So we have to stick to the road. But Bronte Park's too far and we can't stealth camp in the burned bush, so we're just doing a very short day today to Pine Lake Lagoon where we can camp, and then tomorrow we'll have a long day to Bronte. Don't even see a roo or any sign of life.
Or a tree.
Or a tree, there's no shade. And it's 9 a.m. because we left a bit later this morning and it's already pretty warm. Hey guys, we're sort of sheltering in this little concrete toilet block in the middle of the Wop Wops. Yeah, it's got quite windy and we didn't quite realize that the terrain was going to be so harsh and so bare. We've tried to hitch a ride to Bronte today just because our trail is all burned out. And we thought Pine Lake, where we are now, which doesn't have a single pine tree in sight for freaking miles, but anyway, it's got no shade, not really a place to camp, so we're going to have to press on toward Bronte and hope we find somewhere either to camp, stealth camp, or that maybe someone will stop and give us a lift. So yeah, our options have sort of run out. It's a bit of a cluster, but what the heck. Do what we have to do. We just going to press on and hope that the universe has our backs and we find somewhere to camp or we get to Bronte before tonight. No luck with the lift so far today. There's so little shade, but the irony of this whole thing is that this road we're walking on, this gravel road through nowhere, is called the Marlborough Highway. I can hardly see a car every now and again, but we're on a highway. Good morning, it's day 14 on the Tassie Trail, and what do they say? Every cloud has a silver lining. Our silver lining is we're leaving Bronte. Yesterday we nearly got heat stroke because it was so hot, and today we are freezing our asses off in icy winds as we walk down the trail. That's Tasmanian weather for you. It's very variable. The scenery leaving Bronte is absolutely amazing. Good morning, it's day 15 and we slept here at Dee Lagoon last night. Absolutely beautiful, but whoa, was it freezing. We're crossing the dam wall now and heading to Victoria Valley. Another good day. Yeah, scenery's beautiful and we're heading off. Hey boy. Hey, what's happening? Yeah, it's tough being on your own, isn't it? Yeah, it's very hard. I know. Hope you're not grumpy. Hope you just... Hey boy. Yeah. You're beautiful. Bye. Yeah. See ya. Good morning. It's day 16 and we're heading to Ouse. We're coming out into the Derwent Valley. It's very different, the scenery here. Lots of rolling hills, farmland, and so we're out of the forest and looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Very short hike today because we stretched yesterday's hike, which was meant to be short, to 25 k's, and so today is a nice easy stroll down the hill to Ouse. Hey guys, we have arrived at Ouse and we have got amazing luxurious accommodation tonight. Let me show you what I mean and you'll see why I'm so happy and smiling. Of course we have our little Taj Mahal tent, drying it off a bit there, but yeah, as you can see how big it is, it's absolutely minuscule, but yeah, we've got that. But the thing that makes tonight so luxurious is that we actually have this shelter with a table and chairs and somewhere to put all our stuff. We actually have rubbish bins so we don't have to carry all our crap with us over the hills, like all our packaging and stuff from our food. So yeah, having a table and chairs is a huge bonus. But the best thing of all is we have our own private dunny, and it's actually got toilet paper in it and it flushes. Other bonus about this campsite at Ouse is that it's got tap water from town, so we don't have to filter our water before we go hiking tomorrow. We're sharing our field tonight with some sheep, but honestly that's a lot better than the echidna that tried to burrow into our tent last night, and the wombat that came storming through, and the hunters that were shooting in the forest last night again. Good morning, it's day 17 and we're leaving Ouse, crossing the Derwent River and heading to Hamilton, a detour today. There's the river. So we've arrived in Hamilton, which is quite cool because my hubby's name is Hamilton. This town is known for its very old historic buildings. So along the river here at the bottom, you can actually camp here in Hamilton. They have hot showers here, a laundry, a barbecue area. Good morning, it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. We're in New Norfolk I know we said we were in Hamilton for Christmas, but we actually managed to catch a ride with a couple because there were no shops, so we couldn't stock up on supplies. So we caught a ride to New Norfolk where our trail picks up, and we're on the Derwent River. It's massive, and this is really a lovely town. You can see how beautiful it is. It's really, this river is just absolutely stunning. Good morning, it's day 20. We've done about 7 k's already. We're in this little town called Lachlan and we're heading out. We're going to go over that big mountain today. Our track has been cleared from fire over Jeffrey's track, so we can do that. We're very happy because we didn't really want to catch a bus around. So we're heading along Jeffrey's track. It has been an absolute uphill climb to this point. I think we're not done yet. We're very relieved to find water up near the top here because we were running out. Just seen a big tiger snake cross the road in front of us. So that's what we're climbing, very slowly. I'm a bit out of breath, I'm only a third of the way up. The terrain's quite tricky along Jeffrey's track and White Timber Trail because it's very sort of rocky and stony and uneven. So it's a bit hard on the feet. But it's really nice to be off the main roads and off the beaten track and walking in the forest. It's bloody marvellous. Good morning, it's day 21 and we are walking from the middle of bloody nowhere to Judbury today. We camped next to a waterhole, a very muddy waterhole last night. This is what we're looking at this morning. Hey sweetie.
Morning.
And it's a downhill section today, apparently quite steep. It's going to get steep, so we believe. But the weather is cool still because it's early. We are amping to get to Judbury because yesterday was bloody hard. But yeah, it's a fairly short walk today, so looking forward to just enjoying the walk. And there's the valley down there, way in the distance. That's kind of where we're heading into a valley, I think. Yeah. So downhill. So we've come up to a river, we found water, and finding water when you're on the trail is always exciting and good. We have this little water filter that is fantastic. So we have crossed from the Derwent Valley on the other side of the mountain into the Huon Valley on this side, and it's equally beautiful and pretty. We followed the Jeffrey's track, which in very early settlement days used to be used by the people in the one side of the valley and the people in the other, just to socialize, to trade, and also for intermarriage. Good morning, it's day 22 and we're leaving Judbury. The sun's just coming up, just after 5:30 in the morning. Crossing the Huon River right now. Really, really pretty. And we're heading out over this mountain to Geeveston today. It's a very big hike today. We were going to do it in 2 stretches, but we've heard that the temperatures are going to be high today, and the forest has been very burned from a fire they had at the beginning of the year. So we don't want to be caught out like we were at Bronte Park, where all the forest is burned, there's no shade, and the temperatures are soaring. So we're leaving early, and we're hoping to do the whole distance today, which is going to be a huge day for us. I think the furthest we've walked is about 25, and we have to do about 28 today. So hope all goes well and that it doesn't get too hot too early. So we'll see how we go. If push comes to shove, we'll just have to camp. So we're climbing Bermuda Road. It's the hill that never ends, just up and up and up. So we've just climbed this really steep hill and the view is just magnificent. Still a bit of snow, teeny tiny bit on top of that mountain. So we've come down this little track, which is not the actual trail track, because we're using Map.me, and it's told us that this is a shorter cut to end up with the trail. But of course there's got to be obstacles because we don't do things the easy way. Yeah, such bad fire damage in these forests. But as I was saying, it's amazing how plants regenerate. Look at these tree ferns. They've bounced back after the fire, and they look as beautiful as ever. So yeah, we're just following this little wooded path, and hopefully we end up where we're meant to. Time will tell. So we made it back to the main path. Map.me worked very well. Didn't lie to us and send us off in the wop-wops. So now we start our descent. So we've got to go down this hill, and my gosh, it's steep and rocky, and just got to go really, really, really slow. So we're heading down to Geeveston. We're not too far away. The valley is very pretty. Down there it looks like they're growing hops, and the thought of an ice cold beer right now is going to make me run the last few Ks. Geeveston has some of these amazing wooden sculptures that have been carved by a local of incredible people that have lived here. There he goes. Duck-billed platypus. Oh, he's sweet. Morning.
Morning.
It is day 24 and we are doing our last little stretch today from Geeveston to Dover. Let's get the show on the road. Give me a wave for my GoPro.
What have I to do?
Give me a wave.
Hi, all
Hey,
good?
Guido.
Here.
Rita.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. You are here.
I got here eventually. Much exhaustion. We're walking down Bronte Track. Beautiful ferns, but a lot of trees down. We've had to climb under, over, up, through, topsy-turvy. This is when I love being in the bush, when it's just green and lush and it's just nothing except bird sounds, little track, and it's just you and nature. It's freaking awesome. So on this side we have lush green forest, and this side fire ravaged forest. It's quite bizarre. It's like a line down two worlds. So we are on the outskirts of Dover, which means that we're coming to the end of our trail. Here's the welcome to Dover sign. We've still got about 2 k's to go into town. But yeah, huge accomplishment. Very excited. So I'm at Dover on the beach. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning.